Call of the Stones Shattering dates have been announced. I'm super excited to talk about this, and this is something that we have been wondering about for a long time, so I was so excited to see this get posted yesterday. So we got the announcement from Frenchie that they've secured the same hotel slash ballrooms for the Call of the Stones Shattering, March 6th through 8th. They are aware of the SCG conflict. They should still have an SCG event, a sealed event at the SCG Con with COTS play boosters. But if their team isn't comfortable running that without us, then we will resume the SCG Con circuit after the event. Our team will entirely be entirely in Colombia that week. And he also said basically don't count on Tom Felton being there, but be pleasantly surprised if he is. So that's really exciting. Clarification, because I have seen a lot of people ask questions about this. It says in the announcement, Marriott on Main Street in Columbia. The Marriott's address is on Hampton. I say this as a Columbia local. Hampton and Main are cross streets, and the corner right here is where the Marriott is. It's the address is on Hampton, so don't be confused about that. But I'm assuming that that's where the mix-up came from, because the Marriott is also on Main. Its address is just 1200 Hampton Street, Columbia, South Carolina 29201. I don't know how I just rattled that off. But it's going to be a really exciting event. I know Cap has already done a video on this, but I wanted to go ahead and talk to y'all about what I remember and what I experienced at the first Shattering. So the big things is it's Friday night through Sunday. I know I am fortunate enough that my parents live close enough that my dad and I could just drive there every time and park. But I know a lot of people liked staying in the Marriott or nearby hotels so that they could just walk up to their rooms afterwards. There is alcohol at these events, so be prepared for that in mind. There is, on Friday night, there was a welcoming reception. You checked in, you got a name tag. My name tag was really cool. It has all your information on it, your Discord username, all that type of stuff. They're not going to dox you on it or anything, but it's got stuff so that you can be known for who you are. And I think there was dinner. I don't remember what it was. I think there was pizza, maybe. Nice pizza. And it was a really good time to sit down and talk with people. And then after we got done eating, on Friday night, there were breaking games. So, like, I want to say we got 5 packs for $50 each. And you'd sit in a group. It was either 5 or 6 packs for $50 each. I just don't remember because those are both divisible by 30. And they all come out of a single box. And whoever pulled the OCM out of the box would move forward to the next round. And so that's how you would move forward. And so you just got to rip cards in a lot of fun ways and just have fun with ripping cards while playing a game. That event is where I got my top 8 mat. So that was really cool for me. If you were there, thank you. And saying thank you. And then that can go really late. There's a lot of staying up late and talking to people. The schedule for the previous Shattering says 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. ending times. That might be the time that official things start wrapping up, but that was not when most things ended up wrapping up, to my remembrance. But I'm also not a late night person typically, so. And then Saturday morning was the limited sealed tournament. That was a whole heck of a lot of fun. huge thank you to Seartap. He knows what he did. And that's your same tournament that you would expect to see at SCGCon. Open a play bundle, and I'm assuming for this it will be a play bundle. For that, it was a collector bundle. And build a deck. And that was like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Hopefully they've worked it out so that lunch breaks are a little bit longer, because word to the wise, Saturday morning in Columbia is the Soda City market, so the farmers market. So there's a lot of food options, but there's also a lot more people. And the Marriott is right on Main Street where the farmers market is. But the farmers market is always really busy, and there's always long lines for food. So the hour-long lunch break that we had was cutting it really close. I admittedly went a little bit into lunch break, but I know a lot of people who were cutting it close getting back because the lines were so long. Now that being said, if you have the time to go and explore Soda City Market as a Columbia local, I say go for it. It is a beautiful, beautiful place and event. Lots of people, music. They're selling like local produce. I bought some pottery. One of my favorite candle makers is usually there. Y'all are like, Grace, we don't want to know about all this, but I'm gonna hype up my city where I can. And that's really cool. And you're gonna have a hard time getting out, like going out and driving somewhere in that time. So not my recommended option. So I would just try and stay close and decide on what you're getting fast over lunch break if they're doing the limited tournament again Saturday. That's a piece of advice I have there. And then in the evening on Saturday was the actual Shattering event. That was where you would check in, you'd pick up what you ordered, and you get a swag bag full of fun stuff. It had, I want to say it had a 2-player starter kit, 2 collector bundles, the Shattering playmat, a set of stones, the first alt art, and some stickers and stuff. It was really cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the bag. I don't think there was. Oh, a t-shirt. That's what it was. And then there were some speeches. Jeff and Brian talked a lot about the game and where they came from, where we were at that point, where they're looking to go in the future. Shockham Comics got to get up and talk a little bit. And then there was an open bar. I think I remember that. And then it was kind of just ripping packs all night. Like ripping packs, being social, spending time with people. And I had a lot of fun. I was talking to people at the time. I was still the writer for Shockham Comics, so I was giving out free comics, talking to people, just getting to know people. I think they also did a sale of one of the low serialized dragon boxes. And I want to say it went for something crazy. There were also, you could get posters. Those are really cool. I wish I had one with me to show you. There was a normal poster. Both were foil. One was serialized and one was not. And the serialized poster, they'd spin a wheel and you'd get whatever, when it was your name up, you'd get whatever number the wheel spun for you. It was kind of cool. And then that was I say that was it for Saturday, but that's like a lot of stuff. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot to go and just rip packs and to play in a game in the morning and then to be up until like 11 midnight ripping packs. So Sunday morning, I was not able to go to the constructed tournament. I had to get back to school. But that was from I want to say it started at 9 and it went to 4, because I want to say that's how long the sealed tournament went, and they gave the same amount of time. And I've heard a lot of good things about that. I know my dad played in that, and he had a heck of a lot of fun. I'm sure Cap can tell you a lot more about that. Couple of things to be aware of when it comes to Columbia. Lots of college students. It is the home of the University of South Carolina. So be prepared for traffic and people not always driving like you might expect. And we are kind of near the campus. There's some really good food places. If you want any food recommendations for dinner or anything, feel free to hit me up in the comments and be like, give us some food recommendations. I think I sent somebody to Cookout because somebody had never had Cookout before. I think, was that Tex Hooper? I think maybe it was Tex. I don't know. I can give you some good suggestions like that. But overall, I'm very excited for this. And there's a lot of fun stuff that's going to be happening at the Call of the Stone Shattering. And I look forward to seeing everyone there. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and keep being your wonderful selves.